G'day everybody, welcome back to Dune Awakening. Hope you guys are doing well. Now, you may be wondering, why the hell am I wearing a very old-looking still suit? Well, let me tell you guys, a lot of stuff has happened between the recording of this episode and the previous one. Something very, very horrible, in fact. So, I might just cut very quickly here to show you what exactly happened.
You have been called by him, by Shai-Hulud, yet you live. This must also be of his will.
What do you want?
Shai-Hulud speaks and says, be prepared to appreciate what you meet. He has taken all that you are and found in your soul no nourishment.
I don't understand.
Plain words, then. Pay attention. When the worm comes for you, he takes all that you have. Do not tempt Shai-Hulud. Fear him, or lose all. A fool with a great destiny who is destroyed by God is just a fool. Do you understand?
If the sandworm kills me, I lose everything.
Yes, except this once. Shai-Hulud is troubled by your hollow soul. He offers no mercy. What he takes is his. But I am here. I offer you this gift. Once and once only. Will you take this gift?
We get a sand bike. I mean, sure, but are we saying we only get the sand bike, or are we getting to keep everything that we have just this once? I mean, I'll take the sand bike regardless.
A choice, once made, cannot be undone. Shai-Hulud will not allow such mercy again. Be careful. You have been warned.
Okay, that was very, very unexpected. Let's see here. I'll see if I can respawn at one of our spawn beacons. And, let me just take... Oh my god, alright. Alright, this is horrible. This is very horrible. Okay. Oh boy, what a mess. Okay, I have a huge setback to now deal with literally only this stuff that I have on me. So I didn't realize that getting swallowed by a worm would be so punishing, and I literally need to build everything back up from scratch. And I'm kicking myself right now, guys, because I just got the Chome armor set as well, which took me a very long time to get to. So yeah, this is a very painful experience, but we're gonna come back from it. There's just gonna be a lot more work that I have to sort of deal with to try and get myself back there. So I'm just looking at the sand bike parts that have been given to us. This all looks pretty low level to me, so I'm probably just going to recycle all of that. One thing that hasn't happened though is, well, we still have our scout ornithopter, fortunately, so that hasn't been destroyed. If that was gone, man, I would be so depressed. But anyway, yeah, a lot more work to do, so I guess I better get to it. So hopefully when I come back, I'll have most, if not everything, restored, or perhaps maybe we'll have, you know, things almost to where we need it to be. You know, I just need to make sure that we've got decent gear before we continue. So, see you in a bit. Okay, there you go. So, I got eaten for the very first time by Shai-Hulud, and as a result, well, you can see that this game is very, very punishing if you let that happen. And yeah, I was being a bit of a fool, really. I was getting a little bit comfortable trying to mine for various things, spice and whatnot, and I found myself sort of trying to get spice within the shoal area where it's slightly irradiated, and unfortunately, I had my hands full with a lot of stuff in the ornithopter and also a sandstorm coming through, and, you know, normally I would try to, I guess, fly away, but I was sort of in the middle of harvesting the spice, and the game didn't really tell me or give me a lot of warning before the next storm, so I decided to sort of get out of the irradiated area to try and, you know, set up camp. But unfortunately, I didn't really get further enough away from where a sandworm would detect you. And yeah, I pretty much set up my camp, and I didn't really want to fly away with the ornithopter because I didn't want to damage the ornithopter any further. And yeah, I got eaten. And boy, oh boy, was that a painful experience, because I feel like I couldn't have chosen like a worse time to get eaten by Shai-Hulud, because we just managed to get to our Aegis tier equipment, and it has now been days. I've spent hours and hours, I cannot count how many hours I've sunk into the game trying to get ourselves back to our previous position. So let me just quickly show you what we've got. We do have all of the Aegis weapons that we were using, or Regis weapons. Unfortunately, I no longer have the Fremen compact compactor, which, you know, is really, really good because it doesn't attract worms as often as this industrial static compactor. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for more of the Fremen compact compactors out there. Hopefully we can find some somewhere, or a schematic somewhere, but yeah. And the very last thing that I've been trying to get is the Chome set once more, and finally, after, I feel like it's been like 4 days, I haven't been playing continually obviously, but I have been sinking quite a few hours into the game, and we are finally back with the gear that we're supposed to be using. Thank the Lord for that. Alright, so just putting everything back on, and yeah, I should tuck away my still suit. I mean, good thing I still had the still suit, because if not, I would have had to pretty much start from scratch. I did need to make a few things as well, like a few other bits and pieces, like another cutter ray, another dew scythe, so it was really, really painful, guys. Yeah, also, like, the Mark 6 power pack, which I now have. So, yeah, in essence, a very unpleasant experience. But regardless of that, let's talk about what we're going to do for the rest of the episode. So we do have the advanced trainer missions to try and complete, and I'm gonna try and do 2 in 1 here. So the Swordmaster wants us to practice a few skills, which we will do, but at the same time, I think we can do that while completing the Trooper request, which is to go to Kadir's Shadow, kill a bunch of slavers, find the shipping manifest, and then deliver the coded manifest to Kara. So, shouldn't be too difficult to get done. let's get started. Oh, by the way, I did have to replace my engine for the Ornithopter as well. It was getting to a point where, you know, every 2 seconds it was getting a little bit smoky on me, so yeah. The wings I haven't exactly replaced just yet, so I do need to keep an eye out on the condition of the wings, so we'll probably need to jump out and do a little bit of repairing here and there. I don't really have a lot of welding wire, do I? I probably should make a little bit more when we get back to base again. But yeah, this location isn't too far. In fact, we have just been to Kadir's Shadow recently, haven't we? So, so we kind of know what it's all about. But yeah, I'm hoping to be able to sort of power through all of this, considering our equipment and our armor. So, very happy about having the Chome set. Not very happy about losing my first Chome scout set, but I mean, here we are. It is a lesson that will forever haunt me and stay with me. And I feel like the game is a bit brutal in that sense, because all they give you after experiencing consumption by Shai-Hulud is a sandbike. I mean, and it's like a Mark 1 at that, so, you know. Basically, get out of the way of the Godworm or have everything taken away from you. That is the summary of it. Hang on, did I... Sorry, I'm not in the right area, am I? Yeah, that's where we need to go. Surgical strike. My bad. I got off a little bit too quickly. Now, in terms of what we're going to do after we complete some of these quests, I do want to go and address the whole banquet situation. So we picked up that quest maybe a couple of episodes ago now, so I'm kind of interested, and perhaps maybe it might not be like a, you know, super difficult quest considering what's involved in it. But I'm kind of curious to see where it takes us. You never know. Perhaps maybe we might need to be, like, securing, like, fancy food or whatever from somewhere. Anyway. Just thought I'd grab a little bit of extra water there. Let's, stash the Orni away and... let's, jump in here. Man, I don't know how many times I've been to Kadir's Shadow at this point. Wait a second. It says we need to enter Kadir's Shadow, so does that mean we need to... Maybe there's an actual entranceway somewhere. I've just aggroed absolutely everyone in this area. I won't say no to cash. Could always do some cash. So Kadir's Shadow, here we are. So the next is we need to kill slavers. We have already been killing some of them, so hopefully we still have enough to actually complete this mission. pretty sure there should be enough. Maybe up this way. And because of the consumption by the worm, I have lost all of my heavy darts as well, so I'm trying to recover all of my ammo, so perhaps maybe it's not such a bad idea to try and kill enemies with the sword. Okay, we've killed enough slavers, but I don't think I've gotten enough practice, though. The manifest. Oh, here it is. Manifest seems to list the timing and destination of past Sovostim shipments, although written in code. Alright, we need to get back to Kara, but not before maybe just completing some of the practice that we need to do. So I'll just quickly switch the task, and we'll do the Swordmaster Advanced task. So Eye of the Storm. Very nice. I don't know if we can complete any of the other stuff, or things have to be in order, or what the deal is.
Eyes on target.
Quickly.
Hush!
Okay, now we need to practice Crippling Strike. I think it all needs to be in order, to be honest, so we can't just do whatever we want. Which is alright. We can get it done. I'm sure there's still enemies about in this area. And perhaps maybe I should grab some random loot here and there. Might not be a bad idea to grab some more fuel cells. Don't know if I might be running a tad low. Don't know where the key might be for this. It's been a while since we've been here. Maybe on the top floor?
Shields up.
Let me wait until we've got the skill ready. And I lost all of my food as well, as a result of dying to Shai-Hulud. That's really, really annoying. I was relying on having quite a bit of food for, you know, going into tougher areas, especially out there in the deep desert, when we need to find some more plasteel. There should be still a few more enemies up in that direction there. More enemies down below. Oh, okay. They managed to take our shields down there. Okay, looks like we're done in terms of the quest though. We just need to go back to Sauron. Oof, okay. It got us just as we fired our shot as well. Okay, that was good.
Identify yourself.
Time to leave. Don't need to fight anyone anymore, I don't think. Can we re-enter this area, or you've completed the assassination? Okay, yeah. So I guess maybe there's only just one chance to go in there. I'll see you guys when we get to Hako Village, I reckon. Okay, Saren. How are those eyes holding up?
What have you learned?
Master Valen, how do you fare?
With these new eyes, I am reborn. I have focus of purpose. A single purpose. Retribution.
Surely your life has purposes other than revenge.
My house and school are no more. The one who took my eyes also showed me the futility of my ideals. Paying him in kind is all that I have.
The eyes awaken your vengeance, but something else stirs when you train me.
I'm forced to admit that I do feel a faint ghost of my past self when training a proper pupil again. It's just a dim ember in the dark.
Perhaps it is an ember worth kindling.
Perhaps. What have you learned? Yes?
I've practiced the techniques that you've instructed.
Yes, the subtle changes in your stance and posture tell me the story. You are ready to unlock new strata of your potential.
And I'm ready to hear the full story of the enemy who put you here.
You're right. You've proven yourself. I have nothing to hold my tongue but cowardice, and that would be an unworthy demonstration for a pupil. I once trained young adepts of Gnaz. When our house fell, Count Fenring contracted me to come to Kaitane and train students from the Sardaukar. As I trained them, something in their arrogance and soulless brutality disturbed me. I investigated their origins. I learned things about Salusa Secundus I should not know.
What did you learn?
I'd rather not say out in the open. Count Fenring discovered my prying and offered a choice. A duel to the death, or execution. He said he must test himself against the best. We fought. I lost. He took my eyes with a dagger. I could hear him popping them betwixt his fingers.
Oh my god.
I'll never forget his words. Though the Emperor wills it, it would be a crime against the Imperium to destroy a teacher such as you.
So he brought you to Arrakis?
Dumped me, wretched and mutilated in the purgatory of these Hako village streets. I assume he has eyes watching me in my freakish defeat. Yeah, but enough of these light-hearted tales. I owe you training, and you owe me excellence.
Okay, interesting. So the person who did this to him is Count Fenring. Are we going to go on a quest to take him down if we continue under the Sword Master's tutelage? I mean, I'm all for it, though. I'm ready.
Let the blade fill your hand. Let the blade become your hand. Be mindful of your breathing and listen carefully to my words. You nearly had me there. A lesser man would feel threatened. I am a worthy man, and so I take pride in the efficacy of my teachings.
Brilliant, okay. Capstone skill. So, let's take a look. I assume it's just this first, one here in the blade. But then we can probably get, these two if we follow along with a couple more quest lines. We need 3 skill points though, which I do not have, and I've just only respect, so it's not like I can regain more skill points anyway. Don't know what the skill cap is exactly. I'm at level 177 at the moment, but Yeah, maybe I need to do a little bit of research on whether or not there's a limited amount of skill points. I assume that would be the case, in that you wouldn't just simply be able to get every single skill available to you. But I could be wrong. Let's take a look at this though. Precise Parry. Requires prescience. When your blood is infused with melange, your parries expose additional weakness in the defense of your enemies. Their ability to mitigate damage is decreased. So basically they're just more susceptible to more damage. Okay, interesting. Thrive on danger. When you are low on health, you regenerate health faster, receive less poise damage, and reduce all stamina costs for actions. Techniques only take effect when equipped. I don't know how I feel about being in a constant state of low health though, so these sorts of skills generally I stay clear of, unless there is a safe way to be permanently injured, you know, if that makes sense. Prescient Strike requires prescience. When your blood is saturated with melange, you see multiple ways in which to damage your enemies. After using any Swordmaster ability, your next strike will strike twice, reflecting two possible versions of the future converging in a single space-time. Interesting. Now that sounds like a worthwhile passive to have. I don't know about the Precise Parry. Seems decent, but you would have to be dealing with enemies using melee combat, more so than anything. I mean, same with this, but I feel like just being able to choose to go in with all of your attacks constantly would be a better move, rather than being on the defensive, trying to parry strikes. Anyway, I am headed to Arakeen, so I'll see you guys when we get there. Kara, got that manifest for you.
Report, Trooper. Did you discover the manifest?
Yes, Sergeant, but it's written in some kind of code.
Let's see. Good work. I knew you'd get the job done, Trooper. Don't worry about the code. My good friend, Master Chim, will crack it. I've contacted Dr. Kumari and told her to prep for the procedure.
Did you apologize to her?
I told her I would apologize properly after she takes this damn thing out of my head.
But we don't have the transmitter yet.
I told you not to worry about that, Trooper. Master Chim will get us a name and a location. Right now, your mission is to secure my ride to Harko.
How do I do that?
An ex-Dune man, Campos Damari, runs an ornithopter charter service out of the Arakeen Suk. He mostly takes bored nobles out to see the big worms. But he also has a side gig running contraband between the villages. You're going to make contact with Damari and tell him you want to ship a live package to Harko, but you want to avoid docking fees. Come back to me when it's set.
Alright, I'm on it.
As always, Boot. The details are in the contract.
Okay, so obviously there'll be another capstone skill after we get that done. I thought we would get another capstone skill from delivering the manifest though, so let me just take a look at that. Mendex Rattle. Okay, that's a potential reward. Surgical Strike. Yeah, I think it did give us a skill. Cleansing of Kara Valk. Maybe this is the last mission. Let's just take a look at the skills. And yeah, okay. So these two are unlocked, but we just don't have gunnery just yet. Let's just have a read of these. So, reflexive reload. needs prescience. When your blood is saturated with the melange, the actions that you've performed 1,000 times become effortless. Whenever you throw a grenade or drop a mine, you instantly reload your current weapon, your hands moving before your mind can even think. That's kind of cool. So you can just deploy like grenades or whatever, use some other skills, and then your reload will just happen automatically. You manipulate the suspensor field generated by your suspensor belt, forcing it to explode around you with extreme force, pushing enemies back, damaging them, and impairing their movement for a short time. You can hold the ability to increase the damage dealt and time the blast release. Okay. That seems really good. I mean, if you're heavy, it makes sense that a lot of melee characters would try to rush you and try to close the distance. So that seems like a decent skill to have. I think you have to activate that though, yeah? So, don't know if we'll play around with that, but anyway. We will continue with the quest line, but I feel like completing the quest for this guy, which has to do with this banquet, right? So let me take a look at the quest once more, activate it, and then we'll sort of follow along. The Athar Banquet. So the first thing that we need to do is this inventory check. Check crate 12206X, which is apparently 92 meters below us. Alright, so I suppose we need to just head downstairs. And once that's done, I assume we just need to come back to him. Another thing that might be interesting to do is to see if we can check in with a few other people who are saying that additional quests would become available. So one of them is Ganon, back at the Atreides base out in the Haga Basin. So I'm kind of interested in going back there and seeing what we can find. The person we need to speak to about Kara is just over here as well. We might be able to get that done at the same time. I didn't even realize that we could walk back here. Or maybe I did, but it's just been a while. Honeyed nuts in whale milk, ID 12206X. Alright. Let's take a look at the next step. Check crate AF88753. Where is that? Oh, it's in the same spot. Let's not leave just yet in that case. Moonfish fillet, ID AF88753. And what about this one? Mouse hearts in spice wine. Ugh, disgusting. ID AZ4493287. Is that it, or is there still anything else? Okay, just need to report back. But we'll swing by the smuggler. We'll, see if we can arrange some passage. I think he's maybe just sitting around here somewhere. This guy?
Ah, it's you again. Come to share your secrets this time.
I need to transport a live package to Hako, but I want to avoid the docking fees.
If you want to avoid docking fees, that costs extra. Call it the smuggler's paradox.
How much?
3,000 Solaris will cover my fuel and the bribes we must pay. Throw on an extra 1,000 for my time.
Okay, well, I got your 4,000 right here.
Very good. I'll get your package to Harko and back.
Nice. So maybe we just need to go back to Kara in that case. I don't know about these colors, guys. Should I just play around with just putting some different colors onto this piece of armor? Maybe. I could put the actual chome swatch on it. Would be nice if you could just like put like a style on every single piece of armor, like a use for all button or something. Doesn't look too bad. Ooh, I like this. Yeah. Okay, that looks cool. Alright, I'll go with that for the time being.
You're back. I've been waiting for you, Trooper. Did you secure my transportation to Harco?
I did, but it wasn't cheap.
Well done, Trooper. You've gone above and beyond. That's not something I take lightly. If we were in any kind of real military formation, I'd recommend you for a promotion.
Thank you, Sergeant. It's been an honor training with you.
It's been an honor training you, Trooper. I thought my days as an instructor were behind me forever. But somehow, the spark is still there. I have you to thank for showing me that.
Did your Mentat crack the code for the manifest?
Good news on that front. Very good news. We have a name. A real black-hearted piece of shit, too. He'll be doing the known universe a favor.
Who's the target?
The mark is a slave lord called Nalus. And I'll take it as a personal favor if you make sure he leaves this world screaming.
Sounds personal.
Nalus was the pig that put the servo-stimulator implant into my head. In my deepest moments of pain and despair, I sustained myself by imagining his death in countless ways.
Then I will be your agent of vengeance.
As much as I appreciate your zeal, securing the master transmitter has to be the mission priority. If Nalus dies badly, I'll take that as a bonus.
I'm sure
Dr. Kumari has made contact to let me know she's prepped and ready. I go under the knife as soon as you deliver the master transmitter to her.
I was gonna say, I'm sure we'll get the chance to kill him. Did the manifest say where Nalus can be found?
No such luck, but my intel broker is working on that right now. He'll deliver Nalus's location to a dead drop near the Hand of Kadir. You need to get to that dead drop, find Nalus, and take the master transmitter. Preferably from his cold, dead body.
I'm on it, Sergeant.
The details are in the contract, Trooper. Get it done, and I'll teach you my final combat technique. And Trooper, when this is all said and done, we'll raise a cup together like proper soldiers. Good hunting.
Nice. Okay. Oh, we'll get it done. Let's refocus, though, on this banquet, so...
How may I be of service?
I've concluded my inspection of the food crates.
And your findings?
Everything is above board, nothing suspicious with any of the crates.
Sir will forgive me for examining the crates myself. To better assess your quality, you value speed and confidence to the exclusion of accuracy.
Ah, but I knew you looked at the crates and was testing you. You passed.
My masters deserve more perfect tools, but we needs must work with what is on hand. Circumstances have lowered the bar of adequacy. Congratulations.
Okay. So, what were we supposed to pick up, though? I mean, there didn't seem to be anything like in the crates that we saw that would hint at there being something wrong. Anyway, I'm ready for my next task. Something about a dress, correct?
Correct. The heiress of the house, Ariadne Attar requires an extraordinary garment. More than a dress, this is a matter of courtly etiquette.
Okay. He's got some weird sort of glitching going on around his torso there. Alright, I'll see what I can do.
Speak to Ariadne. She can explain the particulars better than this humble servant.
Okay. This Ariadne. Are they in the area? I assume they might be. They are in the bar, but we do need to go down first to enter the bar and then go upstairs, so... That's where all the fancy people are at. Ah, this banner. That reminds me, I still need to work on trying to get as many of those agave seeds as possible. Yeah, still working on that. Is this her? No. Oh, this is her.
I don't know you. Are you selling something? This is a terrible time, just terrible. Come back another time, please.
Ariadne Attar, your majordomo sent me to assist in the matter of a dress.
In that case, please stay. This is more than a matter of pretty fabrics. We are on the verge of disaster. Courtly maneuvers are more than mere frivolity. You see, it's not just a dress, but part of a grand tapestry of deadly pageantry. My family depends on everything being perfect. I must do my part. My family worked hard to raise the status of our house. Showing up in, say, the same dress as Aristae Atreides would do real damage to that effort.
Sorry, Ariadne. A Pion will never understand talking about a dress like it's salvation.
I did not give you leave to address me familiar. I am Lady Attar. Well, not yet, but I must practice bearing the weight of that title. However, your help is appreciated. I don't need you to understand my world, only to act and to get me that dress by whatever means necessary.
As you say.
Go see my tailor. His tardiness is beyond bearing. Do what you must to produce the finest dress. And do hurry.
Okay, so apparently there's a trader we need to speak to. Oh, okay, didn't know you could actually sit in all these chairs in Arrakeen. I know we can interact with a lot of the stuff at home, like any of the furniture that we put down. So where is this tailor? Yeah, okay. We are going in the right direction. And I keep forgetting to bring all of the money that I've accrued. It's always nice to just drop that into the bank when possible. Is this the guy?
I'm afraid we have more business than we know what to do with at the moment. But how may I be of service?
Ariadne Attar is ready to throw a fit over her still missing dress.
Apologies to the heiress. My lateness is a wound to my professional heart, but I shan't paw you with excuses. That said, there is a war. Supplies and deliveries are often complicated or rendered utterly impossible, particularly with the more exotic materials.
Okay, there's a contract, or there's this response. Does that mean that we wouldn't be accepting the contract? I'm not entirely sure. Those exotic materials still reach Arrakis for those in power or in the know.
How do you mean?
One needs only an encyclopedic knowledge of legal loopholes.
And you have that quality.
I've made you a list of precedents to cite, and the officials to cite them too.
Thank you. I shall have the dress made and delivered as soon as possible, if not sooner.
Okay. There we go. So we didn't have to accept that contract to try and, you know, smooth things over, so to speak. But I did miss out on making like 4,000 Solari though. So I don't know. I don't know if I am keen on resolving things just by, you know, dialogue. Do we just need to report back? I think so. Just to the Major Domo. I feel like we're spending quite a bit of time here in Arrakis. Sorry, not Arrakis, Arrakeen.
How may I be of service?
I sorted it all out. The dress will arrive on time.
Congratulations. I will be sure to revise my assessment of you.
Okay, cool. So that's all done. Now we need to complete the centerpiece. So let's take a look at what's required there. Inventory check, missing dress, additional contracts will be available. Oh, maybe we need to speak to him again.
How may I be of service?
As I recall, you mentioned something about Caledonian brandy.
Expertly remembered, sir. The centerpiece of the banquet is a case of Caledonian brandy, imported at great cost to be gifted to Duke Leto himself. My master is confident this gesture will reap great rewards. More's the pity, as this precious gift has been held up in customs longer than is normal. We would be indebted to sir if you would find out the fate of the brandy and bring the crate to us forthwith.
I'll look into it.
Very good.
Alright. Customs. Wherever that is. Let's take a look. Is that... yeah, okay, I was thinking near the entrance. Man, we're becoming a right errand boy in this episode, that's for sure. But, you know, this beats trying to harvest spice constantly and trying to mine for more minerals to try and make, you know, stuff, or, well, more accurately, recover stuff. Have we spoken to this guy before?
Next.
Oh, okay. No need? Let's have a read. A ledger of shipments. Water filters passed. Diverse spare parts passed. Caledonian brandy passed. Medical supplies held. Film book passed. Okay, the brandy passed the customs, so where has it gone to then? Does he know?
Come back to hold up the line again, have we?
Not a lot of interactions with him. Perhaps maybe later we might have to go back to him for some other reason. Investigate the storage area. Fazook decided not to show up to work again. I know he's your kin, but if he wishes to remain a place where the noble houses store their valuables, we must first have standards. Particularly disturbing are rumors I have heard that he has left his post as a guard for extended periods of time and was seen spending a surprising amount of money at a local Samuda den. I urge you, in the strongest possible terms, to talk to Fazook and get to the bottom of this. Start with that good-for-nothing Finn. If anyone knows where Fazook got his money from, it's him. Probably because he paid him. Fazook. Okay. Maybe he knows something about this brandy then. Call the Major Domo. Alright. Contact him. It disappeared. This is a very grave news, sir. Very grave. There is not enough time to organize and ship a replacement, but I know the lowlife's greedy enough to attempt such a blatant robbery. That crate is still in Arakeen. Find it. Start by talking to proprietors of this warehouse. Feel free to explain the consequences of crossing House Aethar. We have ways of getting even. Alright. Interrogate the black market vendor. Black market vendor, is this the guy? Maybe. Bit difficult to actually
Welcome to
start the conversation with people.
And if we don't get it, we'll get it.
I've got some questions about your business.
All right, then. Ask your questions.
If you need it, we got it. What if you can't get it?
If we can't get it, it can't be got.
That's quite a boast.
Not a boast if it's true. Then it's just me sharing pertinent information. Idiot.
Here's some pertinent information. You're a child.
You're a child.
No, you. Is this the guy, though?
Hello again.
I need help with something.
If O'Gary can't make it happen, like as not, it's not meant to happen. Let's see what we can figure out.
Finn, where's Caledonian brandy? Or where's the Caledonian brandy?
What? What a specific and pointed question. What would make a body ask something like that?
We can play coy, or you can realize angering an entire miner house is bad business.
Beg pardon?
House Aethar sent me to deal with the scum who stole their property.
What? Oh, no. I'm afraid there's been a terrible misunderstanding. I want no part in angering a noble house. I didn't know.
Explain yourself.
A mysterious patron paid me a tidy sum to steal a case of expensive brandy from customs and replace it with fake Caledonian brandy. My instincts told me something was off, so I kept both cases, real and fake, hoping it would all blow over. I didn't know. I'm in over my head.
I can free you from all this, Finn. Let me take the stuff off your hands.
Here, take it. This crate has been like a curse I can't get rid of.
Now, give me the real stuff, and I'll square this all away with House Aethar.
Deal. I don't want any trouble with a noble house.
Okay. That was relatively easy. I suppose we just need to go back to the Major Domo, but let's just double check before we get too off course. Check the crate for tampering. 161 meters. Okay. So apparently there's a crate somewhere. In the alleyways. Yeah, I suppose we should be able to get there through here. Okay, bring it back to the Major Domo, I assume. One thing that I really don't like is when you go into your journal, the journal doesn't immediately open on the task that you've got tracked, which I find to be a little bit frustrating. Yeah, just need to deliver it. Let's go back.
How may I be of service?
I have 2 crates of Caledonian brandy, one real and one fake.
Begging sir's pardon, but I do not follow.
Someone paid a ne'er-do-well to steal the crate and swap it with a fake.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I misclicked there. Anyway, let's deliver it.
This may very well save the banquet. I implore, sir, to forgive my harsher assessment of you at the start. I misjudged you.
All good, my friend. So, is there anything else that we need to do for this quest line? I assume there still might be. Oh, okay. That's it, apparently. Do we get some kind of reward? Maybe just experience points or something? So chat with him again.
We have concluded our business together, and more than adequately so. Perhaps Sir needs some assistance.
Tell me, were you here for the Battle of Arakeen?
Indeed I was, sir. I do not normally desire to talk about it.
What's a little banter between colleagues?
Very well. The battle was a very near thing. I've since contemplated the horror. What if the Harkonnen wiped out the Atreides and retook Arrakis?
It would certainly change the shape of the universe.
It was 10 years ago. I do believe it was the last time I had occasion to shout.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. A bit to-y and fro-y though, and not a lot of combat. I suppose if I had accepted one of the contracts instead of talking my way out of it using the Mentat, you know, dialogue, I perhaps maybe could have gotten a little bit more out of it. Anyway, heading back to the Haga Basin, and we'll do a few other bits and pieces. Right, home sweet home. Now, let me just see if I can help out the water reserves a little bit there. We'll just deposit everything that we have. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about what my next goal is in terms of construction. So, the Cutter Mark 6 is already available to us, and it'll be probably a really, really good idea for us to try and aim to get one of these things very soon. That should speed up the ability for me to make more plastanium in the future and not have to sort of, you know, mine so many of the modules for, or mine so many of the veins to get to the maximum amount of stravidium and titanium ores, right? So I'll try to work on getting that. I think I've got the number of thermo-responsive ray amplifiers. I just need to make some more plastanium to be able to get that. And yeah, I'm gonna continue to see if we can try to find more spice, obviously. I have started using the advanced particulate filters, and I do want to continue to use these because this is going to be the most efficient way for us to try and make more water, especially, you know, between playthrough sessions. And yeah, we're going to have to sort of think about what else we want to essentially research and then build, right? So I'm thinking we should try to go for the Sandcrawler and the Carrier Ornithopter, but what this is also going to mean is that we will need to expand the base to be able to accommodate for these larger vehicles, right? So we have plenty of intel, so we may as well just do the research, but in terms of getting all of these things, that's a bit of a different story, right? Like, we probably are missing certain ingredients. Definitely need more melange. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's a lot of melange to get even one component of some of these things. So it'll be a while yet until we can actually get a Sandcrawler. What about the Carrier? Yeah, I mean, That's a lot of melange required for it as well. One thing that I'm not entirely sure of is whether or not you need 2 players to operate both the Sandcrawler and the Carrier. It might be the case, and if so, maybe it's not the best thing for a solo player like me to be working on. So perhaps maybe we could focus on a few other things at home, such as, you know, spice refineries and perhaps maybe other production fabricators. So we're definitely going to need the advanced vehicle fabricator if we are to make any of these in the first place, right? So this is already going to need quite a bit more melange. We need some silicon, and we need cobalt paste again. So I'm gonna need to try and source all of that stuff. Busy. Let's just do one last thing here before I reckon we're going to wrap up the episode, to be honest. I'm just having a look here. Do I have... Oh, I don't even have my build tool? That's strange. Yeah. Let's make one. I think I probably lost that in the accident. Let's call it the accident. Oh, Lord. Alright. Feeling a little bit more comfortable now. Let's just do a little bit of work here on decorations. And we'll just quickly place down some more banners. I can't really do too much. Like, I'd probably put like a couple more down, and that's probably about it. But let's take a look at the other side. One more banner there, and just trying to remember where else requires more banners, which we haven't placed down. I think we've got some banners set up in the bedroom, which I could try to work on. There may be some banners required on the sides of this platform here as well. We've got one on this side, but not the one on this side. So let's maybe build that out. Perfect. Alright. And I don't think we have the ability to do more banners right now. Or actually, no, we do have another 15, so we could place down one more, but that might be the limit. Just taking a look around for the banners that we've already placed down. Yeah, there's a banner there and a banner here. Looking good. Let's check the bedroom just to see if there isn't another one up there that we can just simply set up immediately. Or do we have all the banners in this space? I think we do. Yeah, definitely need a couple more banners here, so still need to look for more agave seeds. Yeah, a couple more banners in here as well. Let's at least set one of them up. Yeah, okay, cool. So another interesting thing that we could play around with is this, the Arrakis Rising wall decoration. So I don't know which spot would be good for it. It seems like this would be a decent enough place to be able to get it set up, but I don't know if it's sort of squeezing in a little bit too much with the banner that we've already got set up there. And I don't know about moving the banner so close to the corner, and whether or not that makes sense. I don't think this needs a banner over here because it does have some kind of aesthetic on the outside. We do have, like, spots for banners on the outside as well. Let me move this. Maybe we can place it on the outside initially. And I'll just get rid of that one. Yeah, okay. That doesn't look too bad, actually, in the center. So perhaps maybe I should move this one to the center as well when we get the chance. Okay, good. Again, tons and tons of agave seeds are required. So I'll try and work on that. But I'm curious about this thing. So it says that the placement is blocked. I wonder if I move this, whether or not I can then get this in. It doesn't exactly say what object is blocking the item in question. Yeah, very strange. Yeah, don't know what's going on that front. Could it be because we've got these things going on outside? What if we move them a little bit? I know they're sort of in a really decent spot already, but... yeah, I really don't know what's causing it to be blocked. Which is a bit of a shame, though. So now I might need to think about how to decorate this space a little bit more. Do we have any other walls that we can use? Place this down. That looks really weird. Probably not the best. Maybe when we do an expansion, we need to think about having a straight wall where we can place this piece down. What about... I'm just thinking of other ideas here. Locked by another object. Doesn't seem like a bad idea. What if I remove these two, and then if we go in with just some regular walls, so something pretty flat like that, will we be able to then place that the decorative piece? Yeah, okay, so something like that, maybe? Doesn't look too bad, although we might have a bit of an issue with things looking a little bit weird on the outside of the base. Let me do a quick inspection of what's going on out here. I reckon we could probably do a couple of banners on the outside, and that might make things look a little bit nicer where the wall is a bit flat there. Yeah, I think we could do that. Alright. Again, there's another expansion that I said that we would do to accommodate larger vehicles. So we'll have another opportunity, obviously, to think about how to utilize something like this. This looks really, really cool, actually. I'm very happy about having one of those. Is this an Atreides only thing, or do we have the option to place that down even if we were a Harkonnen? Atreides fish artwork. Alright. Let me go back up. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place down yet another banner. Or at least a plan for a banner anyway. Yeah, I think that looks like it's in a decent position. And yeah, let's turn our attention back to some furnishings. I'm just thinking about what would be good out here. Probably some bookcases. Something like that. We do the same thing on this side. Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to make sure things are symmetrical, but I'll just do my best by eyeballing stuff. That doesn't look too bad, actually. And we'll have a think about whether or not we might need to move some of these lights further towards the corners. Maybe. Alright. And yeah, I think we could do these things. Right there. Probably got a little bit more space over here. Doesn't look so bad. Alright, I reckon this is where we're going to be calling it an episode, guys. So, a lot of errands, a lot of things that we've completed with the advanced trainers though, so I'm very happy about that. When we come back into the next one, I reckon we'll focus on one of the main storylines. I think we do need to deal with some masquerades and see if we can assassinate that last target and then report back to Fenring. So, hope you guys look forward to it. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.